Hello, everyone. I just realised I've got two screens open. Oh, there we go. Just one. Now you've just got me. And I was just having a mouthful of popcorn, which is my dinner tonight. I know someone's going to tell me that's not the healthiest thing I could have for dinner, but hey, good fibre, right? That's what they say. Good for fibre. How is everyone? Are we all doing well? What's everyone's week been like? Love to hear. If you were around earlier, some of you may have seen I was live at 12 o'clock. So what's that, 7.5 hours ago? I did an unboxing. So yeah, I'd love to, if anyone watched that video, I'd love to see what you liked, what you thought was your favorite, what you thought maybe of the new colors, all the different things that you would like to tell me about. And I prefer it when you guys tell me what you like and rather than what you don't. But you know, I can't stop you. You can tell me. You were watching Susie. I know Cherie was here. Barbara was here. Hello, Joan. I think you were here too. We had a good crowd at the earlier video today. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. It's the one before this. Oh, you weren't finished the unboxing, Monique. Hello, Monique. How are you? Leslie was watching, definitely. And Lorraine said she watched the replay. So if you haven't watched it, go watch the replay, and then you'll get a bit of an idea of some of the things, certainly not everything, but some of the things that are coming out in the new catalogue that's going to be headed your way in May. So we're still a little bit of time out, but we've started getting the products. So you will see me start to use them over the coming weeks. All right. So hello, Dolores. How are you? Lynn is here. Hello, Rose. We have a good crowd tonight. I'm so sorry if I don't say your names. I can see, though, we have Glenda. I haven't seen you for a little while, Glenda. Oh, you saw the unboxing. Did you like everything? Got any favourites? What do you think? I know the new catalogue is wonderful. I'm really happy with this catalogue. Like last year, I know not some people didn't like last year's catalogue. I did. I thought it was great, but it was certainly different to what we'd had in the past. And there was some things that people didn't like about it, such as, for example, the designer series papers were spread out through the catalogue rather than there being a section that you could just go to the one section and see what papers we had. Well, they fixed that. All the papers are together again. Having a little look. Oh, hello, Sylvia. Hi. Oh, Glasshouse Mountains is beautiful. It's one of my favourite spots. It's gorgeous. In there from Noosa, and Noosa is beautiful too if you get the chance to go to Noosa. It's a fabulous place to go and sit on the beach and have a beautiful meal in one of those beautiful beachside restaurants. Lovely place. When do you head home, Sylvia? Soon? You heading home at some point? Oh, Judy, it's 3 a.m. That's too early to be awake. Oh my goodness. A bloom of the textured foil. I know that textured foil is to die for. That's gorgeous. I'll have to definitely pull that out and use it sometime really soon. But tonight I thought I'd play with some online exclusive stuff that I haven't showed you yet. And I ended up getting it because you guys kind of talked me into it. Now, that was the Everyday Arches. They came out, was it last month or the month before? I think last month. And they were an online exclusive. And they're actually a suite. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the desk and I'm going to show you some of the things in the suite. Let's go over there. Okay, here we go. And tonight, of course, is sketch night. So I'm going to be looking at a sketch and we're going to be playing around with that. Well, let's look at the sketch first. So that's page 12. Page 12 is where all the sketches are. Here they are. Can everyone see those okay? Oh, what happened, Margaret? I'm just looking through. I can see that you must have... Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. It's just, that's not nice, especially... Look, I think it's not nice if it's expected and it's not nice if it's unexpected. It's a shock. More of a shock probably when it's unexpected. And when it is expected, it's just sad. But, yeah, I'm so sorry. Thinking of you, Margaret. Really am. All right. I'm having a little look through here. Calandra's a nice spot. You know, my parents honeymooned in Calandra after they got married in Brisbane, and then they went on their honeymoon to Calandra. So there you go. So Mum always had fond memories of Calandra. Hey Ellen, how are you? How are you going? Have you had a good week? I've got your stamp set and punch. You know what? I never ended up using them. But thank you for help. It was still nice to know they were there just in case I needed them, but in the end I didn't use them. Ellen lent me a stamp set and a punch, matching punch, the terrific toadstools, which has that matching mushroom toadstool punch. So, yeah. Oh, look, it's not nice, is it, Donna? I'm so sorry. We've had a few of those lately. I'm very sorry, you guys. Yeah, I'm glad my busy day's done. This is my last thing for tonight. I'm mostly cut up for craft along. Okay, now normally I like to have craft along out the Friday, which would be today, for the following Thursday to make sure everyone gets it. I did get my interstate ones in the mail today, but there was only a couple of those. So I think I sent one up to Queensland and I sent one to Tasmania. So if you're the Queensland and Tasmanian person waiting on a craft along packet, those went in the mail today and I did send them priority. And the rest will go priority on Monday. So the rest are nearly done. I've just got a little bit more die cutting to do and they're there. So I've got to stuff them in the packets, put a little note. Also, the other thing that happened was when I went to put the notes in with them today, my printer ran out of ink. So then I had to go to Officeworks this afternoon. So there was no way I'm going to get them all in. I got one sheet. And there's two notes per page. So they were the two I was able to send, the Tassie one and the Queensland one, and everything else is going to have to wait till Monday. But I will send them priority, so they should get to you Tuesday, Wednesday for most people. So that is the plan. I'm just looking at comments. Oh, that's right, Ellen. That's right. There's just too much sad. Let's not, it's, yeah, too much sad. And I feel very bad that, you know, it's just there's nothing nice anyone can say except we are thinking of you guys and all supporting each other. That's what I would say. Oh, goodness me. Lots of cyber hugs going out to everyone. Oh, you can recommend going to Perth for a honeymoon, Nicole. Well, that's good to know. Yeah. All right, so this is the mix and match page. You can see mix and match here, and down the bottom here we've got our sketches. And the one we did last time was this one. In fact, I've got the card here. There you go. That's the one we did last week. You can see you've got the little flagged banner here on this side and the circle and then a square, and then I decorated it with the masks from the Thankful Garden set. Now, this set is the set that I'm using for my Zoom class next week. So if you have Thankful Garden, you can do the class for $15, but if you have bought the Thankful Garden set from me, you will be able to do the class for free. And I actually collated all the people who had purchased it this month, and those emails should be going out tomorrow. So I was hoping they'd go out today, but they'll go out tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. That was last Friday night's card, a week ago from now. So Cherie's asking you a question, Nicole. That's a leading question. That's what I think. Oh, dear. All right. So I'm going to skip over the little tag and I'm going to go to the next card, this one here. And I'll pull it up a little closer so you can see. All right. So this is the one I'm talking about right here. So we've got like the card base. We've got a square. We have a banner underneath that, a long banner. And then we have a circle on top of that. Now you could translate, interpret this in several ways. Okay, you could cut a hole in the center banner to make it so you can see through there and then put your little greeting on this little guy here. You could do that, or you could have a separate piece that goes on top. You really can kind of decide what you want to do. And I still haven't decided myself tonight. So yeah. Oh my goodness, Margaret, that's really sad. I'm so sorry. That is true. We do love it when people don't have to suffer, and that's such an important thing to keep hold of. Definitely. All right, so I'm going to go and do this little guy here, and I thought I would use the set that I'm using for Craft Along this month. So Craft Along is next, okay, Zoom is next Friday. Craft Along is next Thursday. Okay, so I'm going to be using we're doing arch panel cards for Craft Along this month. And you guys are to blame because I only went and bought the arches because of you guys. All right, so I'm just looking. What have I done with my arches? They're called Everyday Arches, which is the same name as the stamp set. And I've got one that I'm currently using, but that's okay. So I'm missing one out of here. Okay, there's one die missing. Actually, is there one die missing? Actually, there isn't. They're all in here. I did put it back in. Oh, well, there you go. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's double check. Yep, 10. So that is correct. And they go from a very small little tiny weeny arch all the way to a great big whopper of an arch. Okay, so they've got that lovely stitching inside. And I didn't get these initially. And then you guys, a couple of the girls here kept saying, oh, you need to get those, you need to get those. And so you enabled me and I got them. So I know sometimes I enable you guys, but in this case, you guys enabled me. Okay. Oh, isn't that nice? Lorraine's saying it was lovely to meet you at Onstage, Ellen. So that's really nice. Well, I think, Susie, you were one of the people that made me buy these. So there you go. Hello, Sharon. How are you? How are you going, honey? Lovely to see you here. All right, so you can see how nice these are, and I've been having a lot of fun. And like I said, we're doing arch panel cards for this month's Craft Along, and it's an arch easel card that I've designed for the actual Craft Along public video, and I really like how it turned out. And I used I could have used these. I decided not to, only because when I send out all the pieces, I can't send stamped images, so I try and rely more on dies and other shapes so that you guys don't have to have them necessarily. But I did use the matching paper. All right, now some of this paper has been already used up out of here. There are a lot of colors in this paper. All the colors are listed here on the back. This is called the Everyday Skies paper. It is 6 by 6, and you can see it's got some beautiful images in it, right? So some are dark and stormy, like this one here, which I rather like. I haven't done anything with that one yet. This is Moody Mauve, which is a color that's going to be going soon. This one of the current in colors, and that's going to disappear because it's a retiring in color when these go. So you can see all the lovely skies and clouds. Beautiful. There's purples and pinks and peach apricots, all sorts of different colors in here, and they all blend together really beautifully. Petal pink is in here as well. And this is Cajun Craze, I think, here on the back. And I've had a lot of fun doing all sorts of things with these. Okay, so I thought we would use them today, and I thought I would use them probably for my banner, I think. Okay, so maybe we can use a couple of these together. So let's see what would look good together. This is all like little stars and things as well. And I've only showed you really one side. I didn't show you all the backs. The backs are lovely as well. It's just gorgeous paper. So maybe I'll go with some pinks and purples, because those pinks and purples look really good, don't they? What do you think about that idea? Do we like that idea? And then maybe some, some stars over the top. Maybe. There's actually some really nice, these have got like little blue stars, and that's actually really nice. So that's a possibility. And then also we've got like stripes. Oh, there's purple stars. Look at that. That's nice too. It goes good with the Blackberry Bliss. Oh, it's the back of this one. There you go. No wonder it matches. All right. So, and we've also got, these other colors like the petal pink. That's really nice. Just looking at some of these lovely colors. You have a package of that you hadn't opened. Well, I hadn't used it either until I decided I wanted to use it for craft along, and I bought 3 packs. So I went from one extreme to the other. That's kind of a stormy sky, that one too, isn't it? That's really nice. But I think I've got my heart set on this now. And actually, I'm thinking this petal pink would look really good. So, all right, I'm going to go with those, because I think those look real. And it's not petal pink. That's pretty in pink, not petal pink. There is petal pink in here, but pretty in pink is another color. So the colors in here are Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Bubble Bath, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Fresh Freesia, which is your light purpley color, Melon Mambo, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pretty in Pink, and Pumpkin Pie. Okay, so I'm going with the Pretty in Pink because I think that's really nice. All right, so I'm deciding how I want this to go. Now, I could remember we used the Nested Essentials before and then cut it in the middle and had half showing down the bottom and half at the top. That would actually look quite nice. But I haven't decided if that's the way I want to go, or if I just want to cut a banner straight from the paper. Do I just want to cut it straight from the paper? Maybe. Let's see. How wide is it? I'm going to go 7.5. Actually, 7.5. 7.5 is a little bit narrower than the 8 by 12 that I sometimes do. And I'm deciding whether I want to have, how long do I want this to be? Looking at my picture, how long? So there's a good gap here and here. So I'm thinking maybe about 12. That might be good. Let's go 12.5, and then I can always cut it down if I want to, because I like having this little bit of Blackberry Bliss at the bottom. So that's really rather nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a piece of basic white thick cardstock, because that's a favorite card base that I like to use. And for anyone who hasn't heard the news, the drama with this being discontinued in A4 size, that's no longer the case. They have they have decided to reverse that decision, and it will be available in A4, but it is going up in price. As I said earlier, I would ask you guys to do a cardstock audit. Have a look through your cardstock, see what you need or what you're running short on, and get it, because a lot of these colors, white and vanilla as well, are going to be going up in price. But all the colors, all the cardstock is going up in price. Not the DSP, not ink pads and other things, but is that about right? I think that's about right. That's really pretty. Isn't that just beautiful all by itself? Yes, I'm very happy that A4 thick is staying because I use it a lot. Okay, so, all right, so how to cut a banner. This is how I like to do it. I get my paper snips, if you're not using a banner die, and I'm going to go right here in the middle. I'm eyeballing it, knowing that I've got about the same amount of distance here and here, so I'm going to come straight up there. If you wanted to measure and check, so let me see. Just over, yeah, it's right about there. All right, I'm going to cut up, and I'm going to go up probably about 2 centimeters thereabouts. And I'm going to go from this corner, cut to the top of that notch that I just cut, and I'm going to go from the other side and cut to the other side like the notch, like that. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. We did get rid of some of that blackberry, but it's still really pretty, don't you think? Is that nice? I'll go a little higher with that. There we go, about there. It looks good. Now, this is going to go wider than that. So now that I've done this, I'm actually thinking I've made it a little bit too wide. So I'm actually going to bring it down. I'm going to cut 0.5 centimeter off this side. And I'm going to cut 0.5 centimeter off the other side. Because it's still going to work. It just means that the banner's slightly narrower, but that's still going to work. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Because my square is going to be outside. Can you see the square is going wider than the banner? So yeah, let me have a look at my stitch shape dies. I could just cut a square, but sorry, stylish shapes, pardon me. Let's see how wide this one is. See, that's not very much wider, is it? So I might want one that's a little wider than that. I would get away with it. But this is 3 inches by 3 inches. And I'm thinking maybe I should go 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm actually just going to cut because it's a little bit too narrow. 3 1/4 inches. And why did I say inches rather than centimeters? Because the paper is 6 by 6. So it just makes sense to have it. Right. So we could cut a hole in this and see some of this beautiful paper through the hole. We could do that, or we could get a circle and put a circle on top and do it that way. It's a nice sketch, isn't it? Don't you think? So should we cut a hole in the middle? What do you guys think? Or should we add a circle on top? Which would you prefer to go? Oh, you've got the Everyday Archers bundles. Thank you so much. Hello, Susan. Is it cold down there? Nice to see you, by the way. It's been a while. It's been a little while. How are you going? A hole. Okay. Barbara says a hole. Leslie says a hole. It looks like cutting a hole is going to be popular. Now, I could do this several ways. I could use a die or I could use a punch. A die is easier to center, but a punch is easier to cut. So let's have a little look here. If I was to use my, this is a 1 3/4. Yeah, 1 3/4. And how do you center it? All right. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. First of all, you can put your punch in as far as it will go and make sure that you've got the same amount sticking out here as here. Okay. And that's going to be pretty close to the center. Okay. So that's a possibility. Or I actually think it's easier to get the die for this and position that. So I'm actually going to do that. And let me see, what die is it? I think it's the 3rd largest. Oh, hang on. What size is this one? Yeah, this is the smaller size. I think that one's too small. That one's too small. So let's go up a size. And we're just going to go in here like this. Nice. Okay, so I've cut my hole out with this, and now we have that lovely colouring of the clouds coming through the hole. That's nice, isn't it? What do we think? Do we like that? Now, there is a little piece with like a little greeting here, and that could just be a rectangular piece. I'll hold it up closer so you can see. So you can see I'm copying the sketch almost exactly. You don't have to, but I am. Right? See how there's like a little rectangular piece that you could put like a greeting on or something like that? There's a number of ways we could do that, but I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm actually going to stick this down. Let's just pop it down. This is a pretty quick, easy card. You like that? Good, Lorraine. Thank you. Oh, Margaret said so too. Judy likes it. Barbara likes it. Katrina likes it. Ooh, well, we seem to be getting it right tonight. We don't usually do too bad though, do we? And you know, there's no such thing as mistakes in card making. There's no such thing as wrong. And this is going to go right about there. So this one's going to go on dimensionals because I want there to be a little bit of a, you know, bit of a shadow, a bit of distance. So I'm going to put this on the back. And I'm going to put one in each corner. And then I think maybe just a couple maybe around the circle so to support the circle so it doesn't flop, it doesn't sag. I know that's a lot of dimensionals, but there we go, like that. And move these all around. And I'm going to stand above this. Now this is kind of in the middle, but do I want it right in the middle? Probably close to the middle. Right, looking like that. And so you can see we've got like a little bit of stripe on this petal pink. Oh, sorry, pretty in pink piece. Okay, that's looking rather good, isn't it? Okay, I've got this piece cut out to use for something else, which maybe we'll use that later. I don't know. And then I'm thinking maybe we could use any shape we like. You know, we've got small banners, or I could literally just cut one. Now I did get the other day, this was actually a celebration reward last month when they were doing celebration rewards, but I haven't opened it yet, and I'm thinking maybe now is the time. And it's this punch called the Happy Label Punch, sticker punch, one of these. And this is where you can do either 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1 inch panels. Now, because this is a small one, I'm thinking we'll go with the 1/2 inch panel. So how do we do this? We cut a piece of paper that is 1/2 inch, okay, because that is the size that is going to slide into our punch. Has everyone seen how these work? And we can choose one with the ticket edges or the little scalloped edges. I like the little scallopy ones. So I'm going to put that right there in that channel and push it right to the back as far as it will go. All right, so there we go. You can see it there at the back. All right, and I'm going to do one edge, and look how nice it is. Can you see the edge, how it's giving me like a little scallop edge? That's cool, right? Who's got this punch? I'm just looking. Who's talking? Better too many dimensionals than not enough. I agree. All right, and I'm thinking that this needs to go right about here, and I want to have a small word. And I was just thinking I could have the thanks. That would be small from this Everyday Arches set. Do we want to do that? Or I could pick a small word from I've got lots of different words all around. I've got like, for example, I've got for you in the beautiful butterflies. That would also fit nicely. But maybe we just go with thanks because that's what's in the Everyday Arches. And because I've got blueberry bushel up here, I'm thinking, oh, hang on, is my thanks too big? That's the question. What do you think? Is it too big? It is a little bit too big. I don't want to use it anymore. I would like a smaller word. So I'm going to go with the for you instead. And for you is good because you can use it for any occasion, right? You have the punch? There you go. Have you used it? That's the question. It's a very useful punch. We've had a few of these with those little channels, and I really like them. So, all right. So I'm going to go blueberry bushel. And I'm going to pop that right there. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get so you can see I've only done one end at the moment. I'm going to get my scissors and I'm not going to cut it where it needs to go. I'm going to go a bit further out. All right. Because this end now goes back in. We push it up again as far as it will go. I got it all the way through. Oh, hang on. Well, that's silly because I made it a bit too short. And now I can't get it out. Oh, here it is. Ah, I'm going to do it again because I made it too short. All right. So then I could stamp it or I can just put it back in. That's better. I made it too little. You can do it, but it takes a bit of time to line it up. Okay, now I'm going to do my For You again. There we go. We've got our For You on there. Yeah, very handy punch, exactly. All right, so it's here and there's got a little bit of twine on it too. I'm just deciding where I would like that to be. I think just there with the edge poking out beyond here. So I'm actually going to add I could add a small dimensional, but actually it's big enough, that 1/2 inch, to use it with a mini dimensional. And I'm actually thinking I probably should have put that because I want it all to be on the pink bit. So I'm going to put it more in the middle, because if there's any hanging over here, I don't need to have a dimensional behind that. All right, let's put that right about there, like that. There we go. And I could use linen thread or I could use another ribbon, but I'm thinking maybe, or some gold or silver thread would look really nice, wouldn't it? I've got the linen thread though, so I'm just going to use it. Let's see. And this is such a quick, simple little card. We've done well tonight. It's only 8 o'clock. So usually I'm finishing my first card about 8:15, and then we do a really rush job of a second card. So tonight we've got a little bit more time for our second project, so that's good. Now, for those of you who are in Australia, I want to double check that you're all in my VIP group, because I have a giveaway going on over there in the VIP group just today. It finishes tonight, okay, but it's not too late. Anyone who has ordered with me today or yesterday and opted into the demonstrator, the customer rewards, which are a new thing that we have, you can get a little pack of embellishments from me and a handmade card. All right, that definitely needs, it's pretty, but it definitely needs some bling, don't you think? And I have the perfect bling for this. This is the bling that comes with this suite. Look at this. How beautiful are these? They're gorgeous. Fresh freesia and, what is the other color? Does it say? I'm wondering if it says on the, so they're called two-tone sparkle gems, and I'm just quickly going to the store to see if it tells me what colors they're meant to be, because I really want to know. So give me a second. Oh, balmy blue and bubble bath. It's not fresh freesia, it's bubble bath. So it's a light pink and balmy blue. How pretty. They're so nice. So I think this will be beautiful on here. So I'm going to definitely add some of these. Yes, balmy blue is correct. You are right. Oh, yeah, the birds in the clouds. That's a good idea. We have birds too. That set has some birds. Look, here. So let's add some. And I'm going to put them on to a block. And shall we have them in here on the clouds here? I think we should. That sounds right. Let me find my blueberry bushel ink pad, which I just literally had and put somewhere, and now I don't know where it is. Uh-oh, guys. Is this take a sip time? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is, underneath a pack of dimensionals. Here we go. Thank you. I'm glad. It's a very simple card. Just literally following the sketch. All right, so we've got our little birdies. And I'm going to add some of this bling. So I want to add, I'm going to use, you can use like a take your pick tool, or you can use the end point of a pair of scissors to pick up these little gems. And I'm going to put one right here on the end of the greeting. You could just have the one if you want to. That actually looks quite nice, but I'm thinking I might have a couple of little ones up here. just like that. There we go. What do we think? Do we like it? I'm going to call that finished. You're in the group, so anyone who's in the group can take advantage of whatever I post in there. I try and let my people know when there's something that's, you know, come back in stock after being out for a while, or something that's running low in stock sometimes, or, you know, in this case, I'm wanting my customers to discover how easy it is to sign up for the customer rewards. This is a new thing. Stampin' Up! It just started yesterday. So this is my little kickoff party where every order over $35, whether you're a demonstrator or a customer, every order over $35 gets 10% rewards now. Okay, so before we used to have, you didn't get rewards until you spent $250, and then you got 10% all the way up to $500. After $500, you could get 12% and blah, 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 blah. It went up and up, okay? However, most people never put in orders big enough to see those fabulous increased rewards. Instead, they decided it would be much more beneficial for everyone to get 10% across the board starting at $35. So that is what has happened. That's what's changed. If you're a demonstrator, you order exactly the same as you already have. You are already opted into the rewards. But if you're a customer, you actually have to tell them that you want the rewards to start hitting your account. So once you opt into the rewards, it sends you a little message that says success. You successfully opted in, and you have to do that before you can place an order, opt in. If you choose not to, if you don't opt in, it just means you can order as you always have, and you'll still get your products. You just won't get the rewards. Now, why would you not want to get the rewards? That's my question. I think that is it's a fantastic program. I'm very excited for it to really get going and for people to start benefiting from it. So that's fantastic. And you get the rewards now, but you can use them on a future order. Okay, so that's how it works. All right, I'm happy with that. The card turned out nice. It's a simple card, but I like the clouds, and I like the birds, and I like the. Thanks for suggesting the birds, Katrina. They look really good. All right. Do we want to use the same sketch and do another one, or should I just throw something together? I'm thinking maybe we'll do something with an arch, because I haven't really shown you the arches in action, and they're rather lovely. And I like the fact that this stamp set, these sayings fit inside. So you've got, you are a ray of sunshine, you are simply fantastic, and know you are loved, and reach for the stars. These fit different size arches in the bundle. So I've got an arch, one I prepared earlier, that's been cut out from, in fact, I just nicked this one out of the craft along stuff. I'll have to remember to put it back in so that I don't short somebody an arch. So you could decide which ones you like. I mean, this one here that says, what's it say? You are simply fantastic. All right. This one obviously is for a smaller arch. This is the one I really like. This one says you are loved, or know you are loved, and that one fits really beautifully in this arch. So I'm going to use that one. You like the arches too, Roz? Yes, there's a second stamp set that goes with it as well. The birthday, is it called birthday arches or I think it's something like that. I should have probably looked that up before I started sprouting information about it, because I can't remember. But yeah, it's good. All right, so I've got my blueberry. Do I want to go blueberry bushel again? Let's decide what color we're going to work with this time, because we've got all this beautiful paper, and I'm deciding if I'm going to put an arch onto. I want to keep it pretty simple. Okay, so do I go purples again? That's the question. I'm kind of in a purple mood, I've got to tell you. I rather like that idea. And I do have, sitting here on the desk, I have a purple butterfly. And butterflies and skies go together, so I'm thinking that might be a good plan. So, like, for example, it would look really nice with this colouring, because you've got quite a bit of the purpley colours in there. This is Highland Heather, so it goes in there quite nicely. Yeah, I rather like that. So let's go with that one. And if I use I'm wondering if I use this, if the butterfly is going to cover, like if I was to put that on there, is the butterfly going to cover up too much of the words? I would need to move the butterfly down, and that might look a bit strange. So maybe this is not the right, if I'm going to use the butterfly, I might need a smaller greeting up here. What do you think? I've got the hello. The hello would look nice. That would work. What do we think about that idea? But I just wanted, I liked the idea of using the arch-shaped words because, you know, they're cool. We've got some nice words in here. So this one's embrace the journey, or you can have reach for the stars. You are a ray of sunshine. You've got thanks so very much. What did you think? Looks good with the hello too. Yeah, maybe we'll go with the hello. All right, so okay, I'm going to cut this paper because I really rather like it. And I'm going to focus on because of this butterfly, I'm going to focus on the Highland Heather. So let me grab some of that cardstock. See, this is the perfect color, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to cut this to be 10. So this is my card front size, 10 centimeters by 14.3. It's already the right width, or the right length, I should say. And then I'm going to cut this paper to go inside. And I'm deciding which part of the paper I want to use because it's all nice. I don't know. It's all nice. All right, let's go 9.5. So I'm actually going to use like the whole piece. And I'm going to go 13.8 here. So that'll fit just inside my Highland Heather piece. But because of the Highland Heather panel behind, it brings out more of the purples in the piece. It's really pretty, isn't it? You could just ink the You Are Loved and move the butterfly left. Yes, I could. So if I put this on, because you see we're going to lose a little bit of the colouring. I could also go with a smaller arch. That is another option. Maybe the arch is too big. What do you guys think? Let's see what a smaller arch would look like. So I've used this arch. That's the one I've used. If I went down 1 or 2 arches, let's try 2 down. Maybe not. I'm throwing arches around everywhere. So this is the next size down. See, that might be better. And then if I have my butterfly on here, yeah, I'm thinking maybe a smaller arch might be better. Oh, thanks for that. No, actually, it's not the Sketch Butterflies bundle, Cherie. I'm sorry. Sorry to correct you, honey. This is the Beautiful Butterflies bundle. There are 2 butterfly bundles right now, and it's a bit confusing. So the Sketch Butterflies are a different one again. They are these ones that look like they're sketched. See those? And then the Beautiful Butterflies are, oh, I just had them, literally, didn't I? Didn't I just have them? Yes, these ones. Beautiful butterflies. Right, so these are kind of more, I think these lend themselves more to colouring, these ones. These ones are bolder, and you can colour them, but I think they don't have to be coloured because they're like a more of a bolder. So a vellum arch would be fantastic. Don't talk to me about vellum, please, because you know that I'm going to cut this one out. I just feel like that's a better size. So I'm going to cut it. In fact, I'm going to cut 2. And why am I cutting 2? Because I've got 2 pieces of paper together, and I might as well cut 2 at the same time. I'll have one for now and one for later. Quite often I do that. I'll cut 2 pieces at the same time. All right. Oh dear, I just rolled my chair over some cardstock that I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. That's what happens when you drop cardstock on the floor and don't pick it up. Try and separate them. That's the only thing about when you have 2 pieces together. It sometimes, because of the stitching, they stick together really, really well. All right, I'm going to pop that there. And so now I think this You Are Loved would be too big anyway. It's a little bit too wide. So let's look and see. Maybe the You Are Simply Fantastic. Actually, you know what? The You Are Simply Fantastic might be really good, because then I can put the butterfly off to one side because it's not centered. Right, so let's have a look at this. Whoa. And the nice thing about photopolymer is you can kind of move it to fit the arch. So it does fit. Okay, so that's a possibility. And then there's this one here that says You're a Ray of Sunshine. That one fits as well. But I like the idea of this kind of slightly skew if one. So let's pull that off. Now, when you go to put these, because they're floppy, you're better to pick it up from the table, okay, so that it finds its true shape. That's the way to go. All right, so I'm going to move this around a little bit. So I'm putting it on my arch, because even though it's good, I'm going to move that over, and I'm going to make it arch a little bit more. Like that. And then my butterfly can kind of go over here on an angle. Does that make sense what I'm thinking about doing? What do we think about that? Shift the smaller arch to the bottom left and angle the butterfly top right. Not quite sure what you mean, Sylvia. Not that it's not a good idea. It sounds like it has a lot of promise, but I can't quite think what you mean. There's that pretty and pink piece again on the back. Come on, Tombow, come on out. This Tombow's nearly empty. I go for a lot of Tombow. I'm talking, let's not use the word wonky. Let's not go all out, Sheila. Let's use the word offset. That sounds better than wonky, don't you think? Like so. All right, so then I've got my clouds, and then I've got my, let me see how this is going to look. I'm going to grab my Highland Heather ink. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go darker. I'm going to go Gorgeous Grape ink, because I think that'll stand out really nicely on this. Making sure I ink it up really, really well. All right, I've got 2 circles, so if one goes wrong, I've got a backup. All right, let's see how that looks. You Are Simply Fantastic. And then I'm thinking about having my, no, look, if I want to put that in the middle, I think I need a smaller butterfly. What do you guys think? A smaller butterfly would have done it. Looking at my dies. Looking. I've got the 2 little dies that are in this bundle, in this die set, because I think this is too big. Too big. It's not right. The offset donkey. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? You guys are buddy. All right, see, but I could do a couple of, like I could have 2 little butterflies like that. That would work. Wonky. And I could cut those from the glitter paper. What do we think about that idea? The wonky donkey, yes. But not the offset donkey, because that's not right. That's hilarious, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, let me put this back in here. I'm not going with the hello. I think I would have been better off sticking with the hello and the big butterfly in the first place. But you know what? We've changed it all around now. So, you know, you're getting my thought process while I do these things. I'm going to cut 2 of these from Highland Heather glitter paper. And I'm going to do that right now because I've got some of that right here. go? Oh, I messed up one of these. So I've got one. I'll have to cut the other one again because I totally messed it up. All right, let's try that again. Right, so I've got 1, 2. Let's get that out of here. Oh, there it is. It fell out already. I'm just going to get rid of the little bits. Okay, here we go. Right, and I'm thinking maybe a little bit of blending brushes behind this would be nice. So what is everyone saying? You guys are talking about collector crafters. Yes. 2 types of crafters, Maggie. You're absolutely right. The one who buys and is still buying and trying very hard to craft. Yes, 2 separate hobbies. That's what we say. You've got the collecting and then you've got the crafting. And both are legitimate hobbies. But yeah, I totally understand. Right, I'm going to get my Pretty in Pink and I'm going to have a little bit of that. I'm going to start on a piece of scrap. So give me a second while I find a piece of scrap. Hang on, there's a piece right here behind me. Right, it's not bad actually. All right, so I'm going to have a little bit here in the middle. Now, here's something I should tell you. If you don't have blending brushes, you need some of these in your collection, the collection we were just talking about. And the reason you need them is because they are so useful. You can use them in a myriad of different ways and you get so many different effects and they make a huge difference to the way your cards look. So definitely, they come in packs of 3. You get big ones like this or you can get little ones. Both of them are good, okay? And I'm going to have one there like that and one there like that. All right, so it just looks so much better with a little bit of color behind it. And I'm going to actually have a glue dot. If you put a glue dot behind a butterfly like so, press it there in the middle, then you can push up the wings like that. Oh, it doesn't want to stay, does it? Let's push it properly. There we go. And then you can push the wings up. And the wings look really cute when they stick up like that. And then the other one, I'm going to have another one there. And then the other one like that. Push those wings up as well. Yes, we have, there's a few of us, I'm sure. I'm probably the biggest collector of them all. I could give any of you guys a run for your money. And I justify it by saying, hey, it's my business. It's my job. But doesn't mean it's not a reality. I'm still a collector crafter, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to put this across here. Like so. I'm also thinking maybe just a little strip. A strip of, okay, should I put a strip of the glitter across the bottom of the arch? The bottom of the arch looks a bit naked. Or I could do a ribbon, or I could do, I could put just a piece of, maybe pick one of these colors out of here, like, you know, the Azure Afternoon, have that going across the bottom here. Do you think we need that? This whole thing will get lifted up a little bit. What do you think, guys? Do we need Do you agree that I think it needs something across the bottom of the arch? Piece of scrap, yep. The glitter, says Katrina. Glimmer, says Barbara. All right, well, then we can do that. And I'm only talking about a little strip. Okay, so I've got this piece left over and there's enough here for a strip. So here I will... Let me move these out of the way before I lose them. They all should be in the... Where should they be, Cherie? They should all be in my little thingammy. What's it called? The magnetic tray. The mechanics tray. That's what I should be doing with all of these, because then I'll know where they are later. That's much better. All right, so I'm going to turn this over. I always turn my paper over when I cut with my trimmer. I'm going with about 1/8 of an inch, so it's not very wide. It's a tiny, tiny little strip. See that? But if you use it from the reverse side, you don't blunt your blades as quickly, because this side is like sandpaper. Okay, so I just feel like it does better that way. All right, where did I put it? Here it is. All right, so I'm going to have that little bit of glimmer going across the bottom. See what I mean about that? It kind of grounds it and makes it look like it's not as naked at the bottom. I just feel that that's a good idea. So to attach glimmer paper, there's a few different ways you can do this, but one of my favorite ways is to use a silicone mat. Another thing that I think everyone needs to have. There are a few things that I think are super, super useful. Silicone mat being one of them, because adhesives don't stick to silicone mats. So you can use, like I can use my seal, and look, it doesn't even stick at all, right? So I can do the same thing here with this. I can apply this down the back of the glimmer, okay? And now there's nothing left behind. The adhesive just goes. I'm just going to have that going right across the bottom there. Like so, like that. Okay, looks pretty, doesn't it? All right, now I'm going to have some dimensionals on the back. And I've got a big pile of paper here that there's dimensionals in there somewhere, so I'll just get another pack out, because who knows where they've gone. They're here somewhere in this area. No naked card. That's correct. That's correct. We don't want that. All right, let's pop that right there. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. Now, do we need, the question is, do you think we need a ribbon or a bit of twine on this? We probably need some bling. Where's Jody tonight? Have we seen Jody? I don't know if she's here. All right. And I'm thinking, you know, these little blingies that we used on the last card, I want to use those again. They're my new favorite bling today. I used them this morning for the first time and went, oh, they're so pretty. Oh, look, there's the dimensionals. Here they are. They're underneath all the paper. All right. So I'm thinking a big one here. Let's pop that right here like that. And I think I'll have a little one. Maybe, shall I keep them all on here? I can put another one up here. I think if I put them up, if I put it outside the arch, it would look weird. So I think I will keep them all on here. There we go. And then that whole thing is going to go on the other half of the basic white thick that I cut earlier. And let's fold that in half. So this is another really easy card. We went easy peasy cards tonight. How do we go? Gosh, it's an hour. All right, so can I just encourage everyone? I've got a few things for you guys to know about. First of all, head over to my private VIP group. If you're in Australia, I'm going to put the address up for you, and you would like to know about the giveaway that I've got going. So that finishes tonight, okay? And that is, I'm giving a pack of embellishments and a handmade card to everyone who orders with me by the close of today, Okay, this is to kick off the new rewards program, to get people going and checking it out and seeing how it works. It's very easy. All you need to do is make sure you have an online account and then opt into the rewards when you place your order. Okay, so that's all you need to do. And I'll be sending those out later next week. Aside from that, we also have, I'll put up a different banner now. Instead, I want you to, where is it? Here we go. This is my blog address. Okay, lookwatimade.com.au. There is a couple of things you can do when you go over on the blog. First of all, you can sign up there for my newsletters so you never miss out on knowing what's coming up, or news or promotions. There's techniques, there's photos, there's all sorts of fun things in there, and you can keep abreast of everything I'm doing in there. The other thing is, on the blog, there is also information. So the last couple of posts, there's information there about the Zoom class, and very shortly there'll be information there about Craft Along next week as well. So you can look out at the lookwatimade.com.au. That's my blog where I put up anything that's coming up so that you don't miss out on anything. All right. Does anyone have any questions for me? What do we think? Did we like the cards tonight? We got to use a set that I haven't used before on videos. So, and the paper is just beautiful. I love it. Isn't that gorgeous paper? The two cards look good tonight together because they're very similar in colours. So we used the pretty and the pink, and we've got the purple, and yeah. Do you like them? Which one do we prefer? Does anyone have a preference? Oh, Moira says the butterfly is her favourite. The two-tone sparkle gems. How nice are those? Thank you for posting the price and the number. Thank you, Cherie. That's very helpful. All right. I'm hoping I don't have any popcorn in my teeth. I have a feeling I might, but I'm going to come back and look at you anyway. Here I am. I hope that you had fun with these tonight. And if you have any questions at all for me, please reach out. This is what I do for my job, and it's a lot of fun. But it's always more fun when I have people who want to be involved and be part of what I'm doing. So thank you so much. And everyone here, thank you so much for all your support and all the love and community you guys have shown me over the last few weeks. I'm so grateful. I'm glad that you like them. Thank you, Dell. Dell was my mum's name, although she was D-E-L-L, 2 L's. So there you go. All right, everyone, have a fantastic evening, and I will see you again soon, Sunday night, for the next live, and I'll be back then. So have a great weekend. Thanks, guys. Bye.